Hello, good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from. My name is Dbanks, Identity Authenticator, empower women of all ages to walk in their true authentic self, one woman at a time. I want to say happy Mother's Day to you beautiful women out there. I celebrate you. It is not easy being a mother. It's a lot of labor of love and sacrifices. To my single mothers, you are doing an amazing job and I celebrate you. Happy Mother's Day. Listen, Mother's Day is every single day, but we celebrate you guys today. Listen, I want to try something new and I want to label this or title this video Real Talk, Advice That Changed My Life. And I want to share the advice of my therapist that I had 12 years ago, who helped me to manage my life. She helped me to manage my money, manage my children, manage my emotions, manage just life in general so that I can be stable emotionally, stable so that I could be there for my children. And the first thing I want to share with you guys is managing money, okay? I tell you, the advice she gave me on this one was a game changer. It changed me. I still use that to this day. And the advice she told me is child support. So women that are getting child support, listen to me. Child support should be your bonus check, not your main check or your main source or your main supplement. Okay? And here's why. If that check never shows up, then it will put you in a position where you can't be there for your children, right? Because you're dependent upon that. But if you can get positioned to where it is a bonus and not the main source, then you're better stable to be there to supply their needs. Does that make sense? So I'm sure you asking, well, how do you do that? What are you crazy? What are you thinking? I thought that too when she said it, until she explained it to me. So let's say that you're getting $300 a month in child support, right? And you're working a job that's $12, $13 an hour. That's about what I was working back home in California. I was making about $12 to $13 an hour about 12 years ago. And I needed to make child support a bonus check and not a supplement check. So you take that $300 a month divided by 20. What is that? $20? No, $15 a day. Okay? Divide that by 8. I'm using my calculator phone. That's like less than $2, $1.87. Okay? Let's just round that up to $2. So that means you need to increase your hourly rate by $2 to make that a bonus instead of the main source or supplement. So what I did is I went look for a job that went from paying $12 to $13 an hour to paying $17 an hour. So I went over the increase that I needed. So that way, if the check never showed up, I was still good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't held hostage to that check. And that's what I want to show you guys. Don't allow it to become to the point where you're held hostage. Supplement your own income by getting a job that pay more, or look for opportunities to even work your own business to increase. Does that make sense? So my advice to you is the same advice she gave, and it changed my life today. My daughter is 19 and went on. I don't get child support for her anymore. Guess what? It didn't change my life or my lifestyle or my son's lifestyle at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it was a bonus one. People thought that I was living in a two-parent home, that my children were living in a two-parent home when they weren't. It was because I did everything that Amy taught me to do to manage my life and to manage my money to position me to be the main source for my kids and not the check. Does that make sense? So that's my advice to you guys, is to you women, is to increase your hourly rate by $2 to $3, whatever your child support is. I don't know, $500-$600 a month, whatever it is, divide it by 20 and then divide that by 8. And that's what you need to do to increase your hourly rate or get a business or something. So that way you're not throwing shade, you're not being angry when it show up, and you're not being held hostage. You know what I'm saying? So your life and your children's lives are more stable. So that's my tip of the week. Got a bonus one for you. It's tax season, so I know a lot of you are getting taxes, right? I'm going to tell you something that I did. When I got my tax return back in the day, I would pay my rent up for 2 to 3 months, sometimes 2 months at a time. So that way I had a buffer that if anything should happen or go wrong, I was still okay at least for 2 months. Does that make sense? Here's the tip. That doesn't mean you stop paying your rent just because you paid up for 2 months. You still keep paying. You want to keep a 2-month buffer, so if there's a month when you can't and you lose your job or something should happen, you know at least for 2 months you got a place to stay. Make sense? So that's my bonus tip for those who are getting tax returns. Instead of going out there buying new clothes, new gadgets, new things, hey, pay your rent up. That's a good tip. Pay your rent up. And I lived in California, and that was like over $1,000-some a month was my rent. So I was putting out a lot of money. And I know if you live in the South, rent ain't nothing here. So you can at least pay your rent up for 4 months, because I know you guys are getting good checks. So anyway, that's my bonus tip. I hope this video blessed you guys. Make child support the bonus, not the main source. It can be done. I did it, and I'm a single mother of 2, and I did it over 12 years ago, and I still do it today. It is a bonus. It is not the main course. Make sense? You guys have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. I hope this video blessed you. Please share the video. Love you guys. Have an amazing Mother's Day.